motion this House to leave that situation is immoral. To open up the debate in fighting the Prime Minister, the time is yours. Here. Make sure that my am I check? Am I audible? Yes. Okay. Because this namanya adalah final, jadi ada beberapa hal yang perlu saya sampaikan. Terutama saya mau mengucapkan terima kasih untuk kesempatan yang diberikan kepada Naila yang udah mau jadi teman aku. Terus juga mau mengucapkan terima kasih buat mental support kami yang ada di grup yang sekarang atau juga belajar ujian PNS. Nah ini kalau mekaniknya dan juga BP coach aku maksudnya komunitas aku yang udah mau membantu aku dalam belajar BP dan setelah terima kasih. Karena saya berasal dari Indonesian Debating Circuit, jadi kalau misalnya bahasa Inggris saya jelek, lalu untuk preferensi POI langsung berdiri aja. Kalau misalnya kalian berdiri, saya nggak nyuruh kalian untuk turun, kayak biarin aja, itu katanya ya berdiri aja, nanti saya akan terima POI kalian. Starting speech in 3, 2, 1. Panels. First, as it's clear that we want to we want to say that this situationship is immoral for all of the for all of the individuals because we want to have relationships that are more likely for you for an individual to fulfill their own interests, to fulfill their own primary things that have to be found from individual stuff. But look at the society. Let's take a look at the Santos Forum first. We think there was a bare minimum in the society to have a girlfriend, for example, in a context of what that requires you to have a girlfriend, for example. Why? Because you need a person that can accept you whatever you are. Um, there were different things between you being a friend that like each other or love each other, and you being get a validation because you are their boyfriend or their couple at the end of the day, and I will revert it in my argument at the end of the day. But let's take a look at our characterization. First, what is the relationship in our match? A, it is a position when you have a feeling to a person and the others to a person and the others is love him too, but they don't have any relationship with him. It means there are something that they have between them. And that restrict their life, for example, because love is something that very complex, that very close to your life, that every person can fall in love, right? So if this love is very close to your life and can affect to your any situation of your job, for example, or your situation in your study, for example, it means you are playing with someone's life. That's why at the end of the day, it is immoral for you to play with someone's heart, someone's love at the end of the day. But B, we think if you have a relationship, there are a commitment between you. And if you're not in a relationship, you won't get it, right? So it is totally because of you don't want to having any relationship with them. But see, why are these people want to be in a situationship, right? We need to know it because we think it's because they are in our face. They are thinking, they are concerning about is it okay for me to have a relationship or is it okay for me? Is it suitable for me? Is it the one that I really love and so on? But in this case, if you don't have that relationship with the person that you want to trial and error, within the trial and error phase didn't work at the end of the day. Because what? For example, if you love someone, for example, but you want to know what many things and so on. You only can know that girl just when you have a relationship with him, with her, when you just being a friend and so on. Because the way you get action, the way you get perlakuan from your friends and your relationship or your couple is different at the end of the day. So you will not be able to be trial and error phase at the end of the day. Worst case, if only they are not capable or not suitable at the end of the day, we can still break up because you know what? They are still not loving each other that deep, right? So that's okay for you to break up at the end of the day as the counter alternative of this situationship. But let's see our framing. A, we think love can happen because you feel comfort with someone that you love. It means to love others, there are always something to make you interested. There are no love that you are not interested. For example, you love him because you love her because she can speak English, for example, or because she is only beautiful, or she is because she is a debater, for example. It means you want to make her to be yours because there is no person in charge love someone but don't want that girl to be yours, but you didn't do it. So it means you have to fulfill your own morality, your own moral obligation to have a relationship, to have goals at the end of the day, to have a person that loves you at the end of the day. But we think the difference between you and each other and having a relationship is the validation that you get. When you get the validation from others, or you get validation from your boyfriend, for example, it is only exclusive in our side. Because validation are the biggest contribution. When you get the validation from your boyfriend, for example, you will have intention to keep your heart away from others. The intention of yourself being a couple is different. But let's see, is it good? Is it a good intention when you being in a relationship? Simply yes, because you are not just love your own, but it's your when you are loving your couples too. It means there will be a check and balance between you guys all, so you can having a person and partner in and totally being a check and balance for you. It is not just friends. So the priority of a person that being a friend, just friends, the your couples is a difference of priorities now. But go to our argument. First, what is the justify? A, you are immoral to yourself. It is happen because you are immoral to yourself. In the case of you fall in love with others, you need affection and appreciation from her. It is better you get even if you just only have a situation with them because you know what? If you are get appreciation or affection from others, then as only status as your friends, it's different appreciation. It is a different affection that you get from your relation, from your uncles at the end of the day. So the affection that you got not fulfilled, you're not there your heart to have love with them with her. But if it's in your interaction, you have a commitment on the way. Well, at the end of the day, commitment is exclusive at the end of the day. So yeah, in any situation, he will be for you. Because friends is different with couple at the end of the day, but let's see the impact. We think it is will make cheating more less because simple person know that you are you know what people that love someone is not a condition that they can control. So if someone has a status that saying you are loving, so they can more less to cheating. What about you?
Thank you, that stage. Now to open the case for opposition leader, inviting opposition leader, the time is yours. Um, okay, I'm going to start the speech in 3, 2, 1. Okay, panels. We think that the government gives us a house, the gives us the description or doesn't show to us the condition in the current status quo. We think that in the current status quo, people are afraid to have this status or in the relationship. People doesn't have any interest to have some serious relationship with someone, and they don't want to have some status. So because of this, we think there are so many situationships that exist in the current status quo. We know that people doesn't have any interest to be involved with other people. And we think that this phenomena in the current status quo occurs because two reasons. Firstly, because there are so many cheating cases that happen in the current status quo that people just cheating in their status relationship because of that people are afraid to have relationship. Secondly, we think that if people have their relationship, if they have some toxic relationship, for example, like their boyfriend more overprotective or do some abusive, so they cannot go out from that relationship. Um, before I'm moving to my argument, what I rebuttal sa house. Firstly, you talk about well, by doing this relationship, it means that we will play this on our part. But we think that even though no matter what the relationship, if we are in relationship or in non relationship, we still can play this on our part. For example, if we are cheating or do some or cheating behind that. Secondly, they say that the relationship with the statement that it will different with the with relationship with friends. But I think that this is a situation that means that this is the relationship with friends. It means that the situation the situation that the relationship feels like lover, but we just don't have any status on that relationship. Thirdly, they talk about that by have this status it will last in cheating. But I think that the cheating will just never occur in our side of the house, but and the cheating is just occurs in your side of the house. Come to my argument. I will make this argument in behind two points. First, the condition the trust in that study why how the scenario in if you are program in if you are program. First, in the situation. Well, first, I want to characterize the human. We think that the human is they need some support system, they need support, and they need someone who always support them. Secondly, even though someone needs their support and they need someone first, they have human have some sort of issue, which is they can just believe people and just just believe people and just give their heart to the people because they have some trust issue in themselves. And we think that this condition is just concerning. So because of that, people are really hard to have some serious relationship with people. Secondly, I want to characterize the romantic relationship. We think that the romantic relationship is the relationship that people can support. They can tell stories and then they can encourage that. Secondly, we think that the romantic relationship that we think that romantic relationship can still be happening. That doesn't have any status in that relationship. That we can still put that as a romantic relationship even if we don't have any status. Um, uh, Next, why do you think that by doing this, it will be beneficial for the people, and this will not be immoral in our side of the house? Firstly, we think that this is more flexibility. It will make a casual relationship where people can still get their connection without any formal commitment with some people. It means that they can still have the connection with other people without any connection with their partner. And secondly, we think that as a friendship can make people more focused with their present. It means that people can be more independent in our side because it means that in that situation, people can more provide opportunity to explore their preference and their desire without any and their boundaries without the traditional exception and without the traditional expectation by by have the status. Because with that, why people can more focus on the present. If people have the status and have some self status in their relationship, it means that they have some planning, they have some expectation on how they're doing marriage, they have to have children. It means that they cannot focus and they are not be thinking about what will they do have in the future. Thirdly, still if this situation will not be have no pressure rather than they have status because that when people have the example like this person become your boyfriend, it means that we will be some standard. So like this guy be your boyfriend, it means that there's some standard to be a good boyfriend or how to be a good boyfriend. So it means that you have to be a good boyfriend and you have to be a good girlfriend. But people will get pressure because if they cannot reach the standard, it means that they just not a good boyfriend or a good partner. Second argument about how the scenario if the people broke up in the scenario relationship. We think that we can expect the future what will be happen. Even if we have the commitment, it means that people still have the opportunity or the chance to be wrong in the future. It will harm and it will bring unhealthy for the people in the relationship. Firstly, it will waste their time because they have to thinking about the expectation of what will happen in the future, how the planning that it means they already waste their time. Secondly, they cannot focus on their self development in while they are in that relationship. And thirdly, what we think is different. Yeah, because people when they are broke up, it means they get the label as an ex because of this guy example. And some people is uncomfortable with that label. Even they already broke up and then they still get the image judged by or example like judged by the society as an ex of this guy, for example. They cannot just cut off their relationship but they have some level that not every people can be comfortable with that kind of image. So with this part, we're proud to oppose.
Okay, thank you. Next question of government inviting Prime Minister and Minister. Also, a quick reminder for the bettors, I'd like to encourage each team to offer an authoritative BOI to encourage engagement in between teams.
Oh, yeah. Okay, first what I can do when I ask or my first time eat. Yeah, so I thought it's glad. Then I'll do the ready secret, so I enjoyed it. Hmm. Terima kasih doa, setelah aja. Speech will start in 3, 2, opposition can make people more focused, explore themselves. We think whether we have couple or not, it's your chance to explore yourself or not what is happening outside, exclusive and opposition. We think if you have a couple, it's necessary and dominant to your yeah, couples to make it good for you. So, also, they come to the way that side with the couple in the ID, and it's normally in our relationship because they're getting a couple, while they're getting a date. So, yeah, it's okay to be a pro because you're not your couples celebration to you. Um, okay. Let's name possible, you feel suddenly when you couples in decision in a relationship around and maybe it will be it will be second part of the end. Um, why? What is defined by the practicality? Are those relationships better than a situation if no one had a feeling to be commitment to be which is it works to get very the relationship to get somebody in the and one is specific support system. Everyone has a sense of learning which is getting a relationship will give you something that in your life. What is exclusive from the real relationship or your couple? Support system is exclusive from the your couple and the family or your friends because what? A, you trust your couple. So it means you can be sharing there's something that you can't share with your family anything. So I believe the support system or exclusive come from the couple. Also, couple it's someone that will be in sight as long as you have with getting a real relationship, it's a little more exclusive because you will get a validation, such as oh, it's my girlfriend, it's my boyfriend, etc. So from validation, also the couple must sustain it. Because what? In the relationship, you need a validation, sustainability. So if everyone you are couple, you are getting a relationship, it will be sustainable society. We believe the government couple will find a boyfriend most important thing. Yes. People start to apply to the relationship to be with a husband or want to get it married, so situation will be immoral. It's one. In short term, situation it will be worse just because one. Even a little bigger, yes. Think of thinking your relationship will be distracted with your productivity anyway, even the individual, one of the individual people. So it's me. So it's me. The narrative developed in stylish, to Buddha and etc. It's really happens in this text. So in the film thought, it means in this motion, something that's now like spamming, making a weapon, etc. Also, it impacts both the individual. Also, even the productivity is not really. I guess at least you have something to think of. Um, will be insecure and healthy. So, let's move to the uh, second argument. Okay, to get in a relationship, that my first speaker said, yeah, you kind be in a relationship. You believe that if we do believe that international war, I guess you can also do the background checking before you get in a relationship life. So you will be okay. I love you, so we'll get in a relationship. No, you can be national people. So yeah, ini dari cheating by social media, etc. Okay, about the cheating, it will be, it will be on the cheating in our side. Why? Love can be controlling. So I believe, even so, I believe when you're getting a relationship, at least you have a commitment. You have intention by yourself to limit or protect yourself, protect your feeling, protect your heart, or protect your love. It's meant to avoid your cheating. Because why? Because you have a commitment, because it's something that you want to protect. At the end of the day, couple can regulate their education or you will have a commitment and anything. So you guys have a right to control your relationship life. It will impact in you. Okay. Also, even if still also even even you still the situation here in society judging you, you will get social bullying of prejudice by society that will be asking you, do you really get a relationship? It will flip me with opposition happening that want to reach the standard or good anymore. But then with the situationship, with the situationship, then right, the society will asking you or will bully you as a bad people because you don't have really relationship. Okay. Yeah, it should be bad in your side of
Thank you, Desmond. Now to how fighting the kingdom, the time is yours. Here, here.
that's one page in three, two, one. Okay, just said that growth is a natural part of life. Yes, it's true. That's not our life, but if they work hard, they feel sad, they will have time to heal because they already stressed because they just broke up from their lovers, uh, from their relationship, kid relationship. Uh, with that. But in our decision, we do not have to feel this neutral part of life. So why don't we keep this that hard part in our life that we can avoid to hurt ourselves? We don't have to waste our time because we need to heal ourselves or something like something to because we need to heal our strategy because we didn't work out from our couples. And then they said that humankind states need validation. But from the status quo that my speaker always say, people for now in the status quo, people do not want want validation because they already have a trust issue like we already said before because they don't want to be bought to have a bond with the artist so that they afraid to have a relationship because they have trust issue to get and cheat cases and then they're afraid to be born because maybe it is can be toxic relationship because it could be an overprotective one if we have a real relationship. And with this situationship, we have some benefit. First, is flexibility. Why? Because it is allowing people to navigate without strict relationship and formal commitment. So there's nothing. So we do not have to think like we are here. So we need to think about people's opinion and then the other things also. And so there's nothing that's a shape attack. They have real senses like overproductive things. And then because we have a lot of pressure because we don't have to like I was saying, we don't have to think about people's opinion because you're the boss, so you don't have to you can do this or I will be bossing you, so you can do this because you are me and I'm yours and something. And then it's uh, if we do not have this access to our community restrict our commitment. We can be free and we can with real relationship will be created and have a strict formal commitment. Sometimes with this formal commitment, they have to one side of them will make a standard that you need to fulfill, like you need to be this kind of humans, you need to be to do this, you need to give me this, and if they not cannot fulfill the standard, that's make the others side things. They cannot be a good couple, good boyfriend or good girlfriend, and one of them will try to find someone who can reach this standard. Maybe the worst cases will be cheat cases, and then it is made trust issue again. And it is related ourselves for today because a lot of people do not want to have a real relationship because they already have a trust issue. And then, no, thank you. When they already broke up, they will feel offered to the others, to the one they will feel offered to each other because I mean, people will think like, oh, you just broke up from him or you just broke up from her, and it is really disturbing to have that status when you already finished all the kind of relationship or bond with to each other, and then if we don't have to, if we have this real relationship, it is same too with playing with someone else because sometimes a lot of cases today that we can see a lot of real estate real relationship that are cheating cases and then hurt someone's heart, and it is very bad for the mental, and then it's not good to be do. Okay, so that's all for me.
Thank you, that speech. Now to expand the debate into a new perspective, let us invite the member of government, time is yours.
Okay, listen, the situation is going to the person of school right now, whether it's actually causing more harm rather than in this school right now. If the person is not having a clear boundary or are not even having clear commitments, or the other party, the other party which is very unwrong in such a condition that is unlike which is only likely to be controlled by the other party. Because also understand right now what is happening inside school, that we have to understand the context of the situation that is most likely to happen in NXT right now. We can see in many cases of situationship, when there's one party that is actually confessing their love to the, to the other party, but this other party is not even giving a clear validation or even not giving a clear response on how they want the relationship to be continued as. He is not even giving a clear validation, is he even accepting that relationship of the confess or not problematic or in this debate today is that firstly how they are not commitment in, in this relationship in the first place. And secondly, there are not clear boundaries and lastly, on how the worst case is going to be controlled by your partner. And all these three I will explain to you later. How this is exclusive in my arguments later. The first response of all the cases that were out by the other side of the sea. Unfortunately, that on how you don't even have to care about public opinion because you are already bounded. But how can you already be bounded when there are no validation between you? When you have a safety, for example, like how it will be awkward, for example, if you broke up with your partner yeah, because you have a romantic relationship. But if you have a situationship, then you broke up, there'll be no more awkwardness because you are not
attached with your partner. But how in the beginning can you even break up or broke up when in the beginning you even have no validation with your partner? You can't even call something cheating when you don't even when the other party don't even call your boyfriend or your girlfriend. It's also called like they're telling some things that's so abstract that is so backstabbing because we all know it is impossible for us. For example, like there are two parties. This one party, he is interacting with another girl. For example, how can we call this cheating when between these two parties there are even no relationships, there are even no validations boundaries, so we can't even call this cheating itself. And also, how can this also can be called a relationship? And how also they can even broke up because they in the beginning they don't even have relationships in the first place, so this can't even be called broke up in the beginning. And also they say how many people don't want this relationship in the beginning itself because there are many trust issues. But we in Ghana they are giving this how many arguments that are contradicting because we all know why this relationship is actually going to cause more trust issues than us a relationship. What they fail to explain to us, or even they fail to understand the most important thing in this relationship is that when you are connected with a relationship, you have to this is actually means that energy your partner, you have to actually trust your partner. Even and when you're actually just in a certain situation, you can even do anything with another person because you don't even have any validation, you don't even have any commitment. So because you are supporting situationship, but actually situationship is causing so much more likelihood for you to actually cheat to actually causing trust issues. So in the end, it is going to give us contradicted arguments since the beginning of this debate today. Now moving on to my arguments on that. Firstly, in housing relationship that happens with a bigger likelihood to cause harm rather than a romantic relationship. We have to understand in the beginning of this debate the difference between marriage and situationship and romantic relationship. We can see if you are connected by a marriage, then you are actually connected by a certain law. You are also connected by the divorce law, for example. So even in the end of the day, when you cheat or when you do something bad to your partner, for example, they are connected to the law, and this will make you very more or less likely to do something harmful for your partner. What happens between the really romantic relationship and also with the situationship? When you see between both of these two, they are not given a specific law controlling what these both of this because you're not even having a legal relationship since the beginning. And the only thing that you need to understand that can actually cause you to be more or less likely to cheat or even more or less likely to harm your partner is only commitment. And this is what we are bringing what we are explaining to you since our opening. And we're going to explain you more further we're going to explain to you more about how this commitment is the only thing that's going to control the relationship. So we can separate this into cases firstly in the romantic relationship. There are simple characteristics of the romantic relationship. Firstly, how you have validation, and secondly, you have a commitment. So when you are in a romantic relationship, you'll be less likely to be involved in such conflicts with other people. Is that firstly because people know you are in a relationship in the first place? So that if people know you are in a relationship in the first place, people will be more or less likely to disturb your partner, or more or less likely to flirt with your partner, for example, because we all know that you have a relationship. We didn't say in the beginning that it's impossible, but it will be more or less likely to happen. And if you have commitment, you are less likely to mess a relationship because in the beginning, why would you even start a relationship if you have no commitment? Why would you even start something when you don't even have feelings or you don't have a love for your partner, for example? And because of this, you are more less likely to cheat. And secondly, the society know you have commitment. So you are also attached to the societies or the public judging, to the public judging, for example, or the public judging. So when you have commitment and also you are more attached to the public judging about your relationship, it is far much less likely for you to actually keep with another person to actually cause many harms to your partner. So, and secondly, you can see the second case is about situationship. The characteristics of these are just simple too, which is they don't have validation, they don't have commitment. So what happens is that they are more likely to involve conflicts with other people. We can see that even people don't know you're not even related, if you are even related or not. And that is all what the other side they are just failing to understand at the beginning. This is such a very simple thing because we all know if you are in a relationship, people don't even know that you are having a romantic relationship or is he a boyfriend, is she your girlfriend, for example. And because the people don't know that you're even not attracted in a relationship, people can do anything with the other party. So that people can do anything, they can even flirt with the other party, they can even use anything for the other party, they can't even do anything because they are not seeking validation between the two of you. You can't even deny what they are doing between the two of them. And secondly, there are no commitment between the two of them, and this is actually the reflection of the romantic relationship. When the society doesn't know when the society know that there are no validation between the two of you, that the society knows there are no commitment between the two of you. In the end of the day, you're just going to have something that is very abstract, something that is actually very unlikely because you're not even having a relationship, and also when you're the other party is cheating, when it's actually not cheating because you're not even in a relationship. So it's something that is very complicated and something that's just going to harm us at the end of the day. And also, you have to see when you're in a romantic relationship, the only thing that you are, the more only focus you're going to think of every day is how you're going to maintain your relationship. So it's not, yeah, you're not going to broke up at the end of the day. But what you're thinking when you're in a situationship is that how is this person actually like, does this person actually like me, or is this person just controlling me since the beginning? Because the other party, they don't even give you any clear response. Are you going to be his girlfriend or not? So it will be there will be a likelihood that this person actually is just controlling or just using you. This is the worst case in debate today because there are no certain differences, there are no certain boundaries between the two of you in this debate today. So that's why we are proud to.
Thank you. Next page. Now open again for closing opposition. If I take member of opposition, the time is yours. Here.
Jadi sebelum aku mulai, aku cuma mau bilang terima kasih kepada community saya, Gatekeeping, dan juga terima kasih besar kepada temanku dan mentorku, yang berpergian. One more thing, I just want to say, I will accept the KY, so feel free to bring out some KY. I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, good morning educators, viewers, and fellow debaters. Today we are talking about the motion about this House believes that the situationship is immoral. First off, I would like to give a few rebuttals to the opening government, which is, you said that if you're in a relationship, you can play with someone's heart. But the thing is, with a relationship, with a situationship, people aren't really invested in those because both parties agree that, oh, like I just want to be with you, but I don't want to be that invested. So you can't really play with someone's heart. Both of them really agree to be in a situationship. And you didn't. My second rebuttal is that you didn't give any explanation why you can't really get a validation from a situationship because a situationship you can have multiple partners at once, and that's pretty much a good thing because you get more love, you get more appreciation for your happiness, and theoretically and possibly most likely you can also get validation from those people that you are in a situationship. My next model is that for the closing government, the member government, is that if you're in a situationship, you said that people would bother your partner and like disrupt your partner. But the thing is, like I said before, people aren't invested. So why would you care if someone is talking to your partner if you don't really care? You just want to be with them without any investment. So that's pretty much all my rebuttals. Thank you. I will just continue back to my main arguments, which is that if we're in a situationship, we wouldn't be hurting again, like you said before, a breakup. Because what the argument you said before was in a not same, like you're saying, like one guy is in a full relationship with the other one, but this person doesn't want to be in a relationship and is in a situation, but they don't both agree to be in a situationship. Yeah, I do agree that will cause heartbreak and sadness. But the thing is, if both are agreed to be in a situation, that's pretty much a good thing because both of them know that they won't be jealous, they won't be hurt in the end because, like I said before, they both agree. My next point is that we can have multiple relationships with multiple people with different backgrounds. This means that as in a situationship, you can let's say let's give an example. Like me, let's say I have a friend. She's really cool and I want to be with her, but I don't want to because it's very hard to be in a full commitment relationship. So I don't want to. And we just hang out together without any investment. And my next argument is that situationships are very beneficial to students because if you are in a full commitment relationship, you're going to get mocked and possibly even disowned by your family because you're in a full-time relationship. But if you're in a situationship, nobody really cares because you just say, "Oh, I'm not in a relationship. I just like her, but I'm not really. I don't want to be in a relationship." So that's pretty much all my talking points and arguments. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Thank you, switch now to end then from the bench, inviting us to the left. The time is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll begin my speech in three, two, one. So we know that we live in a society that on religion in high place, and that is would be about better value. We know that it's an abstract so because of that, we believe that if people because my benefit or morals are immoral, if the meaning because believe that this is and we don't have the opportunity to explore present. For more, why? Because in the condition that they have. But when people in the situation here, when the situation here, they don't want to be better because they are liquid. They don't are really attached to something, so they don't have the goal to become better. And by they saying that the situation here, what is the meaning of explore and then impose here? Does explore mean that you have as many partners as you want? Is that the meaning of explore that they try to impose here? The second meaning will get labeled by the name of the partner in a relationship. No, don't really happen. No one calls someone by his partner name when they are girlfriend, boyfriend, for example. But even if this happens, it will be good. Why? Because this is the meaning of long relationship to someone, to be the girlfriend of someone, to be the boyfriend of someone. And in situationship, this is also happen but worse. Why? Because you don't really have the So when you label by many names, you yeah. Then the fact that people know trust relationship have a trust issue, but people still need support. Our answer is that situationship don't help with this issue, with this trust issue. And even worse, situation you don't even get the proper support from the situationship. Why? Because the situationship don't really have a commitment to help each other, to support each other, because it's just in the meantime. It don't continue to the future. So it's wrong by saying that people will get support by using situationship. And and even worse that when in situationship, again, I want to say your heart is being played, because when in situationship you love that person, but you just don't have a real relation with that person. And the speaker before said that situationship is a mutually agreed relation. But no, situationship is never a mutually agreed relation. For example, my colleague before have said the situationship happened because some party want to confess and the party do not answer. So they still hang out together, they still act like over, but they don't have the relation. And the thing is, the opposite side of saying that when someone is hanging out with people that is situation, so I believe that the closing position have the wrong definition of what situationship is. Situationship as the opening opposition said before situationship is act like a lover, but don't have a real relationship. And so again, in citizenship, where it's not a mutually agreed relation, one party is the one that controls the other party, because one of the party want to have a relationship with these people, but the other party do not. The next argument is a situationship is will give a non-strict commitment or non-strict commitment and no pressure. But when in situationship, you still love that party, that person, like you have in a relationship, but no original relationship was before that. So living with this person with other person will still hurt, will still bad feeling for the other party and make your party sad. And and I believe
It's not feel immoral if the person feel in love with their citizenship and doesn't make any.
I want to the morality is defined by the society. We cannot give the meaning, or we cannot define the morality. Morality is what defined as a society. What the society defines is morality. And of morality comes from religion and norm that happen in society. And citizenship is wrong in the society when you have no commitment. You look like someone that's free, that's um, hard, break other people's heart. And again, commitment is a good thing. They say that situationship is good because long-term commitment. But do you need commitment is a good thing? Why? Because commitment gives validation. Commitment gives you so commitment gives you sustainability that you will see this person maybe for this time, but you will have that a feeling that you are at home. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you. The speech now to end event entirely inviting the member of the panel operation with the time is yours. Here.
So, good evening, the judges and all the participants in this room. Hope you all in healthy, good mood, and good conscience. So, I will ask a weight of questions strongly against this. But before I give the constitutions why, first I just want to give the rules. Uh, I will say that hanging out is also acting like lovers, especially with the other genders. And second, you didn't explain why and how people can get validations from the relationship. Okay, so like the member of opposition explained before, that are no one gets hurt in the end. The explanation is it because in the beginning, in the situations of the relationship is already not clear. It's from the beginning. So the person who get into this relationship from the beginning now, just a situationship. I can just enjoy the situationship, get the attention from the other persons, and even get lost. So basically, the people who got into this situationship will not get hurted in the end. And also, my member of the decision said that citizenship is so beneficial for students. Why? It because you close to every person in your school or outside the school. It can make your connections wider. You know, many people close to no, thank you. Close to many people, and beside that, by knowing many people and get close to them, they can help you in the future if you get any trouble and need their help. And if we have a normal relationship or clear relationship, often the person who got into the relationship be overprotective. We know everything that's over is not good. So if they're overprotective, it can limit your partner's connections. No, thank you. For example, you cannot spend time more to other person that's also important. You also love like friends, best friends, childhood friends, or even not allow you to meet new persons. Who knows? The new person that you will meet will be the most important person in your life. Like help you in work, business, and other. Or maybe will be your next person in situationship. So I am as the way options and also as closing options strongly against the motions.
Thank you, as which you have been said.